Exciting developments are on the horizon for the National Medal of Honor Society in our very own backyard. Here to share more on what is to come is Tom Hudner, Vice President for Development and Strategic Initiatives for the Society's Center for Leadership, the highly anticipated Center for Leadership. Thank you so much for being here with us. And I want to talk a bit about the development of the Medal of Honor Society right here in Charleston. Of course, we just celebrated not too long ago the Medal of Honor experience, a revamped experience on board the Yorktown. And certainly your coming on board has very deep significance, which I'd like to get to, but I want to tell us a little bit about sort of what your plans are for the next few months.
Yeah, so I joined the team at the National Medal of Honor Center for Leadership on July 29th. So I'm just over 6 weeks into the job, and so we're focused on values-based leadership, and so we're highly attuned to and focused on providing educational opportunities for really everyone from high school through college, graduate school, corporate leadership teams, active duty military transitioning to civilian life, but how we encourage folks of really all backgrounds to embrace the values of the Medal of Honor and embrace the values of selfless service and, again, values-based leadership. And so providing opportunities that will not only be based here in Charleston and Mount Pleasant, but actually around the country.
It's such a wonderful thing to have a Center for Leadership where people in their own backyard can come and to learn these things. And I think we need to relearn some of these things, especially in this day and age. And this center, you haven't broken ground just yet, so you're still in the stages of raising money for it, to the tune of how much?
$75 million in total is what we're striving to raise.
It's going to be a large center,
yeah, so a
isn't it?
50,000 square foot facility there at Patriots Point. And so it'll be both sort of experiential learning spaces there in the center, as well as meeting and conference space, as well as an opportunity to learn the stories of the Medal of Honor recipients themselves. So it really will be a hub, a physical hub for a lot of our programming.
That's great. And this is sort of within your wheelhouse. You're in education and healthcare prior to this in fundraising, so you've got your work cut out for you this time. But you have a very profound connection to the Medal of Honor Society, your father as a recipient, as a Medal of Honor recipient. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about him.
Sure. So my late father was also named Tom Hudner. He was a career Navy officer. He was a naval aviator, and he was a recipient of the Medal of Honor. His action took place during the Korean War. He and his squadron were flying support for Marines on the ground. They were flying off of a carrier off the coast there. They were flying Corsairs. And his wingman was a man named Jesse Brown. Jesse Brown happened to be the Navy's first black aviator, so really a hero in his own right. And during this mission, Jesse was shot down, had to crash land, and Jesse survived that crash, but he wasn't getting out of his plane. So when the squadron circled, realized that Jesse was alive, but something was wrong and he wasn't able to get out, they saw smoke coming from the fuselage, so they knew that a fire was burning. And so my father made the decision to purposely crash land his own Corsair there on the mountainside there in North Korea and attempt to save Jesse. So called for rescue helicopter. That pilot came and joined the effort, but ultimately Jesse passed away from his injuries there on the mountainside. And
all of this has now since been encapsulated in a film.
Yeah, so a film called Devotion. Which was based on the book of the same name by an author named Adam Makos. The movie released in November of 2022. Glenn Powell, whose star has continued to rise. He played my late father, and so the story is told, and both Jesse's story and what he achieved and overcame, and their friendship and my dad's action.
And of course, your father's action is now memorialized with this Medal of Honor that you have brought with you. And who pinned this on your?
So this was President Harry Truman placed this around my father's neck in the White House Rose Garden in April of 1951.
Wow.
And actually I guess, a little bit of an Easter egg. During the filming of the movie, they actually used his real Medal of Honor. So when the actor playing Truman hangs the medal around Glenn Powell's neck, it's actually this.
It is this
Medal of Honor
That's
here.
That's amazing. And then his logbook.
Yeah, and then my father's logbook. So this was his original logbook from when he earned his wings in June of 1948.
Wow.
And all the missions during the Korean War are recorded there, including his Medal of Honor action, which was December 4th, 1950.
Tom Hudner, thank you so much for sharing this with us, and we wish you all the luck, Godspeed on the Center for Leadership. When are we starting to think that we're going to see it completed? What is your goal?
Let's see. So, goal to achieve initial funding by next summer, so we can go through all the permitting to break ground shortly thereafter, and then I think 4 years down the road to open up the center. So it's going to be pretty.
Like I said, you got your work cut out for you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and thank you to your father for his service.
Thank you so much, Leila.
We're back after this.